And joining us via Zoom to talk more on the International Day of Clean Energy via Zoom is Caleb Danladi Bako, who is an energy expert. Caleb, good morning. Thanks for joining us on the news at 10.
Hi, good morning, and thank you for having me.
All right, Caleb. Can you tell us exactly what this day means, to us Nigerians? What is the significance of the day?
Okay, thank you very much for this important question. The International Day of Clean Energy is observed every year on the 26th day of January, and is a very significant day in the global landscape because it's a reminder that clean and affordable energy is not just an environmental issue, but it's also a developmental issue. It's an issue that has to do with health, education, and also equity. Why do I say so? Is because if you look at the energy sector today, energy powers almost everything we do in life, from school, hospitals, business, water system, and digital connectivity. However, if you also look at the sub-Saharan African and other developing countries, some people still lack access to reliable electricity. And at the same time, they depend heavily on fossil fuel to power their generators. And this have a significant implication on climate change and air pollution. And some at times we have to look at also the economic vulnerability. So this day is very crucial. It's an important day that highlights the urgent need to transit from the fossil fuels to renewable energies such as solar, wind, and hydropower today. So it's not only a significant day, but it also ties to one of the sustainable development goals that had to do with the SDG 7, that has to do with affordable and clean energy. So it's a very significant day, it's a very crucial day. It also tied to SDG 13 that has to do with climate change. So without clean energy, progress in education, healthcare system will remain limited. So this day is a very important day for us to celebrate.
All right, Caleb, in terms of clean energy, do you think Nigeria is an active participant? And if the answer is no, what do you think needs to be done to achieve this?
Okay, in terms of clean energy, we are not there yet, but we are gradually getting there. If you look at the renewable energy, particularly in the solar system, you look at a lot of households today, they have solar system at home, which is not even. Why I say it's not even, you have to look at the rural areas. Most of the rural areas have limited access to power and clean energy. So Nigeria today rely heavily on fossil fuel compared to the renewable energy. So we are not there yet, but even though significant effort has been made, for us to be there, I think we must have a policy that will enable us to transit from the fossil fuel to clean energies. We have to rely more on the clean energies, such as the solar power, also the wind power system. And I strongly believe with the new Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy that we have a 10-year roadmap where they are going to harness into the potential of blue economy. I strongly believe that the wind power system is going to help by harnessing to the potential of marine and blue economy. We are going to rely more now on the wind power system in the future, which I strongly believe will get there. So investment is also crucial. That is another point. Private sectors have to invest when it comes to renewable energies and solar power system, which is very, very important and crucial. And also for the country and for Nigeria and other developing countries, I strongly believe that they should be able to have the right policies and also partnership that would enable rural areas in particularly to have access to most of these renewable energies, such as a mini solar grid. Also, we have to reduce dependency on generators and fossil fuel since we are canvassing for climate change. So it's very important. And also, when you look at the world today is digitalized. So without renewable energy, we are not getting there. So it's very important for the government to provide a strong policy and enabling environment for investors, and also private sectors must invest when it comes to innovation, particularly in renewable and clean energy. It's not only the government and the private sector. I strongly believe that the civil society and also non-governmental organization has a key role to play. We talk about education here. So for education to thrive in rural areas, I believe that is CSOs and also the NGOs should also invest and raise awareness when it comes to the issue of climate change and when it comes to the issue of clean energy, and be able to support the rural areas in terms of health, education with affordable clean energy.
Well, thanks, Caleb. It was great having you on the news at 10, even though we didn't get to see your face. Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me.